friends, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. I have got about a 20-minute yoga Pilates fusion class for us. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a like, subscribe, roll out your mat, and let's get started. We're going to start in a nice wide stance on our mat. Just whatever feels best and most comfortable for you. Hands can be on our hips. Maybe close your eyes just for a moment. Who cares if you feel silly? No one is watching you. Also, apparently this is a power pose, so maybe feel a little bit more powerful standing up tall and straight. Press down into both of your feet. Almost imagine trying to drag your heels towards one another so we can begin to turn on our low body. That spot where your thigh and your glute connect, go ahead and give it a little cinch. Belly button pulls up and in. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Another big inhale. Let it go. Last one. Let it go. Flutter the eyes open. Stand taller, stand straighter. Reach your hands up nice and high, shining your heart, your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, circle the hands up and away. Carry your heart, your sternum with you. Exhale, bring it all the way down. One more time. Inhale, just like that. And now as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and lightly bend both knees, finding a great big goddess pose. Press into your palms. Draw your low belly up and in. Think of opening your knees out a little bit wider. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, maybe sit just a little deeper. Doesn't have to be the deepest goddess you've ever done. This is the very first thing we're doing in class today, and that is okay. Release the fingertips. Inhale, stand tall, shining your heart, your sternum, your fingertips up. Exhale, go ahead and return to that great big goddess. Inhale, lift everything up and away. Exhale, last one, and stay. Press those palms in again. Open your elbows wide. Zip up through the front of your body. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Press deeper into both feet and straighten your legs. From here, we're finding a warrior two to our right side. So go ahead and adjust your feet. My right toes are pointing forward. I'm sinking nice and only as low as what feels good for you right now. Think about pressing down into both palms, reaching your fingertips further away. Tone that stomach. Just like we did standing, I want you to imagine drawing your heel towards your back foot, finding a little bit of an engagement through our inner thighs. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Now inhale, straighten your front leg, pressing that heel deep into the mat. Exhale, rebend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Look over your right fingertips. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, press down and stay. Still draw your front heel towards your back leg. Think of cinching the waist a little bit, lifting your head up just a bit higher. Take one more big breath. Big easy sigh out. Straighten that front leg, pivot all 10 toes forward. Inhale, both hands lift. Exhale, sink into a little goddess. Again, inhale, hands lift. Exhale, sink right back down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down, stay, hold just for a moment, low belly up and in, knit the ribs together, maybe sit deeper, press those palms in, slowly straighten the legs. Now let's find our warrior two to our second side. So for me, that is my left foot forward, my right foot back, but if you did the wrong side or the other side, not the wrong side, that's okay. Think of growing longer from finger to finger, broadening shoulder to shoulder while you kiss the shoulder blades together behind your back. You are still drawing the low ribs towards one another. Hold for a moment, give yourself a breath, and then just as we did on our first side, straighten the front leg and then rebend. Straighten the front leg and then rebend. One more time, straighten. And then hold right there for a moment. Bend, give yourself a moment to arrive in that warrior two. Front heel is pulling towards your back arch. broaden those shoulders. Take a great big breath. Slowly let that go. Pivot all 10 toes nice and far forward. Inhale, lift your hands up nice and high. Exhale, let's forward fold over the mat. Now you can, of course, immediately bend the knees or keep the hips lifting up to the sky and the legs nice and long, whatever works best for you. Let your head be heavy. Let it reach towards the ground. This is not about how close your head comes to the ground, but instead just letting yourself soften and relax here for a moment. Maybe sway a little side to side, maybe nod, maybe roll the shoulders. Just listen to your body, whatever feels good for you. And then go ahead and bend the knees and begin to roll yourself all the way up to a great big standing position. Big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll yourself right back down. And give yourself a moment to arrive here. Notice what feels different this second time. Are you maybe able to lift your sitting bones up a little higher, lengthening through your hamstrings? Bend the knees, roll yourself all the way back up. And then one last time, chin to chest, drop, bend, and roll yourself all the way down. Now this time, whether or not our knees are straight or bent is totally up to you, but I want you to take your right hand and bring it right in front of your face. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Reach the top of your head forward. Reach your hips back. Belly button's pulling up and in. Is your spine as long and straight as it can be? Press so hard into that hand on the floor. Again, knees can be bent. That's perfectly fine. But we're going to look to the left. Notice, did your hip shift? I hope not. They need to stay in place. Roll that shoulder. Maybe look up and over your shoulder. That can be enough here. If you're really in the mood, you could extend your left hand up to the sky. Take a breath. And when you're ready, let that go. Drop your head. And now replace your left hand where your right was. And bring your right hand to your right hip. Before we go anywhere, belly buttons in, top of the head forward, sitting bones back. Press deep into both feet. Think of drawing your feet towards one another so we can keep that inner thigh engagement. And then roll the shoulder, look over the right shoulder. Again, you can keep yourself right here or maybe even try and extend that right hand up to the sky. I'm imagining kind of pushing my left hand away from the floor while I reach my right hand up. Big inhale. Exhale, let that go. Drop into that great big forward fold once more. Maybe sway the hips a little side to side. And we are going to come all the way down to a little kneeling position. Now, if any of us have sad knees, you can grab a blanket, you can fold the mat over, but from here, I want you to extend your left foot out. From here, zip up a little bit higher. Think about a long line from your right knee to your right hip to your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your hands up nice and high. Lightly tone your pinkies towards one another. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, zip up through the front of the body. Keep that feeling of growing so long, so straight, and then clasp the hands behind your head, winging your elbows open side to side. I do not want them collapsing in. I want to keep them open. From here, plant down into your left foot. Inhale, tip lightly over. Exhale, pull yourself up. Inhale, tip lightly over. Exhale, pull yourself up. Now, every time I exhale and return to center, I'm thinking about my left oblique closing, bringing myself right back up. Inhale, tip up and over. Exhale, return. Last one, tip over and stay. Press down into that foot on the floor. Keep growing long through your right side. And then from here, without moving our hips, without moving our low body at all, I want you to take a big inhale. Exhale, twist and look to the ground. Inhale, look back forward. Exhale, twist and look towards the ground. 3 more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, tone that belly as you look down. Last one. Twist and hold. Now from here, press your head back into your hands, pull that belly button up and in, take one more breath. Exhale, look forward, inhale, stay. Exhale, return upright. Go ahead, drop your hands down, pull that knee in. Take a moment, sit tall, sit straight, and then roll yourself up to a kneeling position. Let's send our opposite foot forward or out to the side. And then the same thing here. We have that long line from one knee to your hip, to your shoulder. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Give yourself a moment to pause here to find all that big, beautiful length. Press down into that foot on the floor if it's lightly turned out and not pointing forward like mine. That's okay. Do what feels best in your ankle. And then clasp the hands behind your head. I like to think of actively pressing my head into my hands and hands back into my head so I can keep that cervical spine so long and straight. Zip up through the front of the body. Inhale, tip yourself over. Exhale, now it's your right oblique to pull you up. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, pull yourself up. You've got this. Smile, it feels so good. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, return. Two more. Inhale, over. Exhale, pull yourself up. Last one. Inhale, over. And hold, just as we did on the other side. Grow long, grow straight. Take another breath. Exhale, pull yourself up. And then tip yourself over, and we're going to do our little twist, just like we did on the other side. Remember, nothing in our low body moves. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist, look down. Inhale, return. Exhale, twist, look down. Inhale, return. Almost think about pulling your right foot towards your left knee so we create that lift, that engagement from our inner thighs. Last one, little twist. Hold right there, grow long through the back of the body, take a breath. Twist forward, hold, another big inhale. Pull yourself all the way upright. Drop your hands down. Pull your leg in. Sit tall, sit straight. Roll those shoulders if we need to at all. And then let's go ahead and turn to face the side. We're going to sit up tall and straight right here, planting our feet into the floor. Feel your heels connect. If you want to flex the feet, you can even try and kind of pull those toes up towards your face if that works better for you. But I want us to reach our hands out in front of us. Take a great big breath. Exhale, tip the pelvis back. Roll yourself in to a teeny tiny C curve, nothing big, nothing crazy. I am mostly upright. I want us to keep our head, our chest up nice and high. Now go ahead, reach your fingertips out and away, more like a little V. Palms can be facing towards one another or up to the sky, really whatever works better for you. But keep that curve, that C curve through our low back. Press deeper into your left foot. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift your right foot up. Inhale, drop that foot down. Exhale, lift your foot up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift it up. Two more. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift it up. Last one, drop it down. Tone that stomach, lift it up. Pause for just a moment. Curl a little bit more in the back of your body. Take a breath. Set it down. Another big inhale. Exhale, lift the other leg up. Lower it down. Exhale, tone the stomach, lift the leg up. Lower it down. You've got this. Three more. Use all the oxygen, all that air to lift the leg, to tone that stomach. Last one. Lift it up. Give yourself a great big breath. Set the foot down. Take another moment. Roll yourself all the way up to a seat. Hands behind the thighs. Walk the feet together. Sit up taller and straighter. Almost imagine trying to reach your sternum straight forward. Take a breath. Tip the pelvis, rock down into that small C curve. Can you float one foot up? Can you float the other foot up? Find the beginning of your boat pose, of your teaser, whatever you want to call it. Actively pull your thighs in towards your chest. Think of trying to keep your shins parallel to the ground, not letting them droop. We want to draw those inner thighs in towards one another, just like we were doing earlier. Take a great big inhale here. Big deep breath out. Can we, slow and steady, release just one hand? Again, palm can be up to the sky or in towards your body, whatever works better for you. Another big breath. Hug that arm in, hug your inner thighs towards one another, pull your knees into your chest. A great big inhale. Exhale, release your opposite hand. Take another breath. Bring it back in. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, release the right hand. Can you hold it there? Keep it there. Reach that palm further and further away. Reach the other hand out and away. Seal those inner thighs in. Tone your tummy. Shine your heart up to the sky. Take one more big final breath in. Release your feet down. Sit tall, sit straight. Reach your hands up. Exhale, flip one palm. Bring it down to the ground and take a great big side bend. Slowly stack the spine. Bring yourself back to center. Same thing to the other side. Slowly all the way back up. And we're going to unfold into our downward facing dog. Palms on the floor. Step yourself back and reach your hips up nice and high. Take a moment here. Fill your lungs with your next inhale completely. And a big sigh out the mouth. Now remember, downward facing dog is not about the legs, even though a lot of us think that. You can always bend the knees. I would rather you focus on having a long and straight spine here. So whether or not your legs are straight, and certainly whether or not your heels are touching the floor, that's okay. What is important is toning the stomach, drawing the ribs in, and lengthening through the back of the body. Press deeply into both palms. Soften those shoulders down the back. Take a great big inhale. Big deep breath out. Another full inhale. Big sigh out. From here, I want us to step our right foot forward. If you need to give yourself a little hand to get up there, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Hold here for a moment. Think of pulling your front heel towards your back toes. Imagine me pulling your ears forward. Press deeper into your left palm on the floor. Whether or not you've tented your fingertips like I have or pressing the entire hand down, totally fine. But could we take a little bit of a twist if that's too much? Just bring your hand to your thigh, roll your shoulder, look up and over the shoulder. If that's still too much, just keep your gaze down. That's fine. This is a big stretch. Take a big inhale. Slowly unravel. Step back to your downward facing dog. You can sway the hips, you can move. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And then when you feel ready, when you feel secure, step the opposite foot forward. Again, if you do the other side than I do, that's perfectly fine. There's no wrong side and right side. We'll always do both. And you may notice some inconsistencies as we came from one side to the other. That's okay. Both sides are just never going to be totally even. Plant down through your right arm. Either left hand comes to the top of the thigh to help roll and look over, or maybe unravel, taking your left hand up to the sky. I'm imagining drawing my right heel closer to the mat so I can find that length. If there's a little bend in your knee though, that's okay. Just do what feels good for you and your body. Set that hand down as you feel ready. Step back into your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up just a bit higher. Take a great big inhale. Big deep breath out. And let's drop down onto our hands and our knees. Sink back. Find a great big child's pose. Bring yourself all the way back up. One more time. Tip back. Find that lovely, great big downward facing dog. And then I want us to inhale way forward and find a great big plank. Hold right here for a moment. Almost imagine you're standing upright. Inner thighs are toning towards one another. Low back is growing so long. I would 100% rather you lift up and round than ever let your pelvis fall to the floor. If you feel like you are doing this, stop, reset. You could also always bring one or both knees to the ground as well. Take one more big inhale here. And then how slowly can we lower onto our stomach? Could we lower down for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. If you did not go that slow, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Take your hands, bring them in front of your face. Use that as a little pillow for your forehead. Lift up your right foot, reach it away, and then set it down, opening up through the front of your right hip. Do the exact same thing to the other side. Lift up the left foot. Imagine me pulling your ankle away and set it down. Find that space through the front of both hips. Bring your hands now down by your sides. Take an inhale, roll yourself up, finding a very small Cobra. Exhale, slowly roll down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift up, find that very gentle Cobra. Exhale, slowly roll down. Last one, little baby Cobra and stay. Hug your inner arms, hug your elbows into your sides. Press down into your palms and think of sliding your fingertips forward. Hopefully that helped to soften the shoulders down the back. Maybe you even lift up half an inch higher. It is not about coming up high. It is though about lengthening through the back of the body. Take one more breath. Lower all the way down. Hands again in front of the face, bend the knees, take a little windshield wiper, side to side. Lower that down, hands by your side, press back into a great big child's pose. Allow yourself to relax a little bit. You could kind of wiggle the fingers, it just depends what feels best for your body. Hands can stay forward, or you could even bring them back by your heels if you want to soften the shoulders a little bit. There is no right or wrong way to end your class, to end your practice. But go ahead and just take a moment and notice what's changed in your body since we started class. One more big inhale. Great big breath out. Walk your hands in, roll yourself all the way up to a seat. And wherever you are, give yourself a little pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something just for you today. I certainly hope you enjoyed the class, and I hope you feel a little bit more joyful than when we started. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.